Alright, here we have at No Reserve our mint condition 2002 Ford Focus SVT. Just turned over 18,000 original miles. Was actually with the original owner until we got ownership of it just late last year. It's pretty much as new as you can get for 2002 Ford Focus. It's hard to show in the video because the car is so low, but the underside and the wheel well and stuff is absolutely like brand new. And we will get it up on the hoist. There'll be a bunch of photos for you, and we'll do an underside video. It is unbelievable on the side. It had the original tires on it, and we still have them, but we replaced them because they were 2002 tires. The car pretty much has been sitting since 2008, I believe. I just drove it and stored it, and the guy aged out and passed it along, so we bought it. Did not start it, had it taken into a shop on a rollback. Fuel tank dropped, fuel system drained, new fuel pump, fuel filter, all that stuff. Obviously the tires, had everything checked out on it, alignment, air filter, did spark plugs, stuff like that. Brand new battery, original battery was still in there. I mean, it is an extremely clean car. It's a torch red. This is basically like the SVT Focus brochure car. This is the one you saw in all the commercials. It's on all the brochures. The torch red just looks awesome on this car. Very little imperfections. I mean, the car truly is like out of the box new. It's hard to describe how clean and how nice this car is. The calipers were done in red. I mean, there's no curbs on any of the wheels. You can see the calipers are red, but behind here it is just like new. Hard to do out here, but I will definitely get you all those photos. But you'll see this has got like the car. I don't think this thing's ever even really been driven in the rain. You'll see how clean. I mean, it looks like that underneath the entire car. It's truly just unbelievable. It's got factory undercoating on it too, which is kind of interesting. But you'll see we put Falcons on it. We put some good quality tires on there. Didn't go cheap with some no namers. But I'll go around here. Pretty much it is mint condition. This car needs nothing. A couple little imperfections. On the bottom here, you'll see some little scuffs on both sides, but it's tight. Nothing. It's not loose or hanging or anything. You will see a couple little stone chips. There's one there, one on the edge of the hood there. Caught one right in the middle of the hood. And then, it's just something to paint there. On the driver's side, there's a little mark in the paint here. And a similar mark here, too. So that's pretty much it. The bottom side is just unbelievable. Inside is mint condition, no odors, nothing like that. It is interesting, it is an SVT, so it's, kind of a collector car, so it was not surprising somebody parked it, but it is kind of crazy. It sat since 2008. It was only 6 years old, so it's just got over 18,000 miles. A little chip right here. There's a chip on the back bumper, probably from loading something in. There you go, right there. It's got the SVT license plate frames. There's a little chip right there. Otherwise, this thing is, it is amazing. I wish I could find cars like this all the time. There's just 100% original paint. It's got Carfax. It's got the Marty report with it. It's a purchase locally. It's always been in Washington State. It's got a bunch of cool stuff that comes with it, all original stuff, It's got keyless entry. You can see it's working. So we'll go ahead and pop the rear hatch. It does have a full folding down seats, and I have pictures of it. A lot of the stuff is often missing. A lot of times people break this stuff and it's missing because this piece does pop out if you have something cargo, but it looks nice. It's mint condition. Comes back up, clip it back in place. But the seats fold all the way up to get a little cargo area. And they're really easy to do. They just have a little push lever at the top, but it has all its original books. This has never been used. This rear cargo area, little net, cool little poster, shows the SVT, got all the specifications. It's got all the brochures. Like let's talk about the brochure car. There's a bunch of red, talks about the motor, Colors for this year was red, silver, and blue. The interior always matched. Here's the warranty for the tires, you know, oil change, stuff like that. It's got all of its, all the books and brochures. It's not missing any of them. All of them are in there. Still got its jacket. It's got the 2002 exterior colors. And it'll show you, pretty much these are pretty much the same. Oh, so it's bright red clear coat. I thought it was torch red, but that's for the Mustang and Thunderbird, and they called it bright red. It says bright red clear coat or infrared for the Focus. Not too sure, but it is the same color. Another brochure talks about the specs. Original Focus, you know, brochure, and looks like Mustang and Escort. It's got this cool little die cast. If you're not that matches, the doors open. If you don't want this, the sun's dying for this thing. So you know, it's got the speaker in the back. It's just perfect back here. I mean, you look at the bolts. The entire car is like this throughout. Underneath the underside and in the hood. I mean, look at all the latches. The paint's just beautiful and shiny. I mean, there's no dirt and grease. This car is crisp and clean. Go ahead and pop the hood. AC blows ice cold. Heater works amazing. It's a super small, well, not a super small cabin. It's actually got quite a bit of room. And if you do your research on the Focus too, it's a cool car. Girlfriend I dated back in the day, I was doing research for a safe car for her, and the Focus is what we landed on, because back then I was the only one to get the Triple Diamond Award for safety. So it's just a killer car. I'm gonna go ahead and put the camera down and get the hood up. For the videos, I do love the cars that have the hydraulic hood hoist, but you'll see all the bolts and everything on this thing. I mean, it is, you see the chalk markings on the fan. How shiny, all the bolts are like new, shiny. A little bit of surface rust on the fuel rail, but I mean, it is just crazy clean. I mean, it looks just like it's new. I mean, there's nothing, you couldn't do anything different in here. It's remarkable. So, all right, looks like it had a PCM Recall back in 03, and it's cool to see it has the original battery cover. You know, we replaced the battery. People pop this stuff off, and for whatever reason, they just do not put it back. It's kind of mind-blowing. But you'll even see the wiper motor and all the linkage, how nice it is down there. No bolts have ever been messed with. And this car is just mint. I love the interior on this, especially the red. The red is my favorite, because it has a red bucket seats. You can see it's just really nice condition. No marks on the steering wheel. I mean, it's perfect. You know, stereo tells you, you know, who's on the radio and stuff like that. VIN decal, and then it's also got the VIN up here. There we go. Took a little while for that to focus. And all the rubbers. Looks like the camera. There we go. Camera. All the rubbers are in nice shape. No marks in the door panels. It's got this cool red insert. Original chalk marking. You know, bolster's in nice shape. No, obviously with 18,000 miles. So it's entry is just right through there. See, the carpet is like new. Everything is just like new on this thing. It's amazing. It's got the sunroof. Of course, that opens up. It's got the 6-speed manual transmission, which is just a blast to drive. It's got 160 mile an hour speedo. Look at that, it's just mint. Digging the passenger side door panel. I mean, it is original decal. Got the cup holders. I mean, gosh, it's just unbelievable, really, on this thing. Take Yay back here. And this is just, I've had the seat folded down for the photo, so those little bumps go out. Oh, lights are working. Alright, let's go into no reserve, and I don't think there's a nicer SVT Focus on the planet or lower miles. Even if you found with low miles, I just can't see it being nicer than this car. And this car is going to be going at no reserve. Just beautiful, off the showroom, fresh, light condition. So good luck, everybody.